Okay, so you want to look at the early and late game of this game? You think you did good in late, you mean?
I think the early game was kind of fine. Like I was like really hard running, like getting on my plates, like killing this guy on his way back to lane and stuff like that. But it's just as the game went on, like it felt like really hard to like ever like win a team fight against this guy.
Okay. We can take a look. Okay, so how do you explain the lane to go?
It's very volatile. It's one of these lanes where it's like the minute someone gets a lead, like the other person starts running them down. It's a decent matchup for Jax. Like you can like fight him. I know that you have to like hold your E. Like if you're wanting to go for the all in, you have to hold your E till he's low and then use it to get the burst before he can heal back up. And you can punish. There's a window where you can punish if he ever like misplays his Q and throws it like away into Narnia. So I
Okay.
kind of know the lane.
Alright. So you're trying to look for prio?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yep, very good trade. Yeah, you need to be careful though. Yep. Oh, that's unfortunate. You definitely, yeah. So that's a bit of a mistake. That's unfortunate. So that was very good. You had priority. You got like a bit chunked on the retreat,
Mhm.
but you need to be walking forward as you hit level 2.
As I had to, yeah.
Yeah, because right now, if you hit level 2 and you're like almost on top of him,
He's
he
dead.
has to flash at least,
Yeah.
right?
I feel like I get in this situation a lot where I'm aware of like using my level up timers to like punish the opponent, but I feel like I'm maybe not playing it right to put myself in a position when I do hit the timer.
So yeah, I mean, you do a very good job, right? That's good. The thing is, like, you don't leverage this by. So, like, right now, he has time to think, right?
Mhm.
But if you're, like, constantly trying to go for him, like, right now, you're not scared because he has Q, right? Used.
Yeah.
So, if you walk to him and you, like, make it hard for him to approach the wave and you put pressure on him, his mental stack is going to be focused on you and trying to understand what you're doing. And
Right.
if you're concealing you trying to be aggressive on him while your CS are hitting the wave and then you hit the CS and then instantly go on him, he's gonna be surprised.
Mhm.
Right? So like every master or challenger player knows that you need to be careful about level 2 timers.
Yeah.
But for some reason, some challenger and master players are still getting caught off guard by it. Why? It's not that they lack the concept, it's that the enemy is putting so much pressure that they don't have time to think about it.
Right. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it's not enough to just like AFK till you have level 2 and then when you have level 2
And
you need
try
to
and
go.
jump on him. Yeah. Like you have
So
to actually.
yeah, you
Right.
need to be like very aggressive and conceal when you go. So you want to be like constantly like looking like you're going to go but not going. Because now when you're actually looking to go, it doesn't see the difference,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, now you're not in
Uh,
range, right?
yeah. I make a mistake here. Um. I didn't realize I like lost XP from like chasing him away,
Yeah, you did.
and yeah, I didn't realize it until I killed the
Oof.
next.
And you got the tower
Yeah.
shots. Okay, so there is a few issues with this. First thing is you didn't crash the wave.
Yeah.
Do you know why it's so bad?
I can get ganked by a 3 camp right now, and it's also he can like hold the wave here, and I can't really fight him, but
Yeah,
he can like fight me if he
yeah.
wants
So there
to.
is like you're right. So first of all, you're pretty vulnerable in this state. The second thing is you cannot guarantee the 4 wave crash
Mm.
because now it's under his tower, so you don't have push anymore because the wave is here. So now what's gonna happen is he's gonna make like damage the wave, and oh he's winning now, and oh he's level 3 now, and you're level 2.
Yeah.
This happens because you didn't crash in time.
Yep.
So at this point, you miss your timer. You accept that you miss the timer and just crash this wave.
Right.
Because even if you miss the timer and you think that's bad, that's okay. You're still in the winning position, right?
Yeah.
So if you had crashed this, you would have like done this, and then all the CS would be hitting. while the enemy wave is coming, and then you can like hit some CS while backing off, and like you can also like if you hit one CS, the CS is gonna follow you. Did you know this?
Yeah, use the
The
minion
CS
aggro
is
to drop them into
ignoring
their
the CS that
positions.
are hitting the tower. Yes. The only time when the CS is turning on the CS of the wave is if the CS attacks you like. Okay, so let's say that there is two CS right now. Okay,
Mhm,
let's say that this CS for some reason is ignoring this one because he's attacking another one.
mhm,
If this CS is aggroing you, he's gonna follow you and ignore this one.
mhm,
The only time where he's not gonna ignore this one if this one attacks this one,
mhm.
right? So what you could do is you crush the wave, and then when the wave arrives, you just
You try
take
and
the
get
aggro
one
of
minion,
one
bring it to
minion,
the
and
middle of
then
the
you
lane.
bring here. And by
Yeah.
the time your wave kills this minion, this wave goes here. And now you have 1 minute advantage, which means that you can slow push this for two extra waves, and then you crush the cannon wave.
Mhm.
And then you try, and by crushing the cannon wave, you try to do a level 3 all in, right? And if you
Yeah.
cannot get the level 3 all in, you should be still on a pretty good position. The jungler is passing to you, right? So after this, like after the fourth wave crash, there is like crabs. Sorry. So yeah, you go crab if necessary, and then you just let the wave bounce, and then you play here and try to set up a freeze.
Right.
Okay. But now, like you taking tower shot plus taking like two axes makes it like very difficult to play the lane, and now you die. And also, what you could have done after the four wave crash is just recall and TP back, and he's screwed.
Yeah.
Like there is a lot of things that you can do. So now, what's your job now? Right now?
Um. Honestly, like I just like fought him. Like honestly,
Okay.
I felt like I was still on this with lethal.
Okay. So
He
I
used his
think,
flash. I have flash.
yeah, I think you're looking to prevent him to crash the wave, but he's
Yeah.
level 4, you're level 3, so you're not winning this. You shouldn't win this. Okay, you killed too many CS right now.
Yeah. I trimmed the wave too hard.
Yep, you
I
stop
should
here.
probably just like yeah.
No, the best thing is actually you get the cannon because the cannon is more XP. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah. And don't hit the casters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this, you don't DPS anything else than the cannon, and then you recall
Mhm.
because it sucks to leave the cannon.
Yeah.
But now it's gonna slow push to him, right?
Yeah.
But pretty good still. You're back in the game. You're exactly even. You're actually a bit more. You have a bit more effective gold on you because you have refillable, which is very gold efficient.
Mhm.
So he has 150 health, and you have like 50 health more than him. So realistically, you should be winning this.
Yeah.
So as I understand it, he wins extended trade, and you win small trades. So you should
Yeah.
be
'Cause
looking for this.
yeah.
That's great. You can try to help the jungler. Yep, same thing here. He's busy like fighting the wave, and he doesn't have X. You can just
Yeah.
drag one minion and put it in the center of the lane and try to slow push again.
Mhm.
Right? You constantly want to try to get a lead through minions. Okay, that's pretty good. Now you're in good position. You have a health lead. Now you want to convert this into a slow push. But yeah,
Mhm.
again, he's gonna be hitting level 6 soon, right? Because you did like a bad slow push, and also he killed you level 2, so he has like more XP than you. So you need to be careful. Oof, it was very close. You almost died here. If he managed to actually like kill those 3 CS, you were dead. Because you would have
Yeah,
wards.
because you had 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a very, very thin timer, but very good job. Yeah, that's a bit rough. He doesn't lose anything. I think you just recall. This is slow pushing to you. And the next wave, the
Right.
cannon wave, you're never gonna crush it.
Okay.
So you just instantly recall. You did one auto already. You should not. You just instantly press B. You match his, that makes you so you match his tempo. You don't lose any gold, so you're even on gold. So yes, arguably you can push if you have like an item to buy, right? But I don't think you do. Right?
Nah, probably not.
Let's see what you buy. Yeah, I guess you get the 5H, but so what you did right now is fine if you have an item to buy. If you don't, just recall instantly and he loses more. Okay? It really depends
Yeah.
on how you want to play it. Because now you have more gold than he does. Because you took like one wave more and then reset it, right? So
Yeah.
technically you got more gold and you have a bigger lead. But he gets the XP and you don't deny the XP. So that's a trade-off. That
Right.
depends what you want to be doing. There is no good answer and bad answer. It's all about what you want to be doing. So now you're in a position where you're really soon they're gonna fight for grubs. So you want to be ready.
Mhm.
How do you get ready for the grubs?
You want to try and get prio in the last wave.
Okay, how do you get this?
So you slow this wave and then fast push the next wave.
Exactly. Yep. So that's right. Right now that's good. I would maybe kill one more minion, one mage. I would kill one mage just so it trims less your wave.
Mhm.
So when you want to slow push waves, if you want to be hitting the minions, you hit the caster first, because these CS are the one that prevents the wave from pushing. These are the one that prevent your wave from being big,
Yeah.
right? So if you want to, like, for example, start a slow push and you want to kill one minion, kill a caster. Don't
Yeah.
don't kill a tank, because if you kill a melee, your wave
It'll
is
push
gonna
faster.
turn here. Yep.
Yep.
But that's still good. I still like that you don't hard push. But I still wanna see you hard push the next. Yeah, you could be doing a faster job, but that's fine. I wanna see you move instantly. Yep, that's great. Okay, your jungler is not here, and then what do you do with it? What can you do?
Play play weak side now.
I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but that seems very free to me.
I think it was just like discouraged by the plant, not the plant, the crab vision.
He is fighting. Just go through it. If he's fighting and we respect, you lose nothing from him respecting.
Right. Okay.
So you try it. If you see from his body language, like, so you go up to here, and if his body language shows that he's backing off, that's fine. You didn't lose anything. You maybe like lost one CS, but if he doesn't see, his lane is over. So that's a very low risk, but very high reward if it works.
Mhm.
Right? And Victor is very focused on winning this lane right now because Syndra is very low on health. So he is looking to kill her. Like, the majority of his mental stack is looking to kill her. Because he doesn't want her to get this wave. And the next wave is a
Right.
cannon wave, right? No, it's not. But if it was a cannon wave, it would be even more. Like as a mid laner, if you're in this position and there is a cannon in the wave, and that should be the same as top laner, your mentality should be, if I need to dive him and die for it, I don't care. I don't want him to get the XP of the cannon. Right?
Yeah.
So when you see situations like this, you know that he's gonna get very aggressive. Do you see how he moves?
Yeah. He's walking all the way up.
Yeah. Alright. So now, you saw him, that's perfect. You just need to chill. I would have still got the XP. I don't think you've gotten the XP, you were a bit far.
Yeah. I think I dropped that one.
You missed 2 CS of XP. That's unfortunate, because if you were standing here or even in the bush, you were in range, right? So it's good that you like play safe, but play safe doesn't mean conceding, right? Okay, that's good. You let him crash. Perfect. There is nothing you can do. That's good. One thing that what you could have done is just to annoy him, right? Yep, you stay here, and then you hold the wave.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna freeze, but
Yep.
not really have intention of freezing. Yeah.
Yep,
So
you press
like,
E, and then he's like, oh, he's gonna freeze, and he returns. And
yeah.
it's just annoying him because you like burn his tempo.
Yeah.
Realistically, it's not gonna do anything right now. But let's say that your jungler was like close and trying to do something, right? Now, if you do this, your laner is gonna be, oh, if I don't unfreeze this guy is gonna drag the wave and then come, and I'm gonna lose this entire wave, and that's a cannon wave, so that's very bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now you need to be careful. That's the moment where, oh, never mind, he's mid. Yeah, you can start pushing this. You want to start being aggressive again, so that's very good. I would not give this CS for free. I would not give the cannon for free either.
Yeah,
So
I
right
think I
now
was looking because
I
I know
would
he's
engage.
gonna like cure the cannon.
Yeah, but right now you're giving the XP for free, right?
Yeah.
Why do you give the XP for free? Right? If you right now he wants the CS, hit him, and you just like press W, and if he tries hitting you, you just start E, and then as soon as the E comes off, you Q out.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't think he can all in you, can he?
No.
Okay, so if
I
he
think
cannot
here
all in,
I was trying to get behind him, like because I knew he's gonna like try and cure that.
yep.
But when in reality, I should just be like walking in a straight line towards him, so he has to walk out of range, or
Yep,
he has to walk
because
into me to get the XP.
if he decides to fight you, it means that he gives the CS. This cannon, right?
Yeah.
So this CS is a bit hard. So, but I think like since he doesn't Q, because the Q is here, right? You can
Yeah.
still like try to do a very short trade. But this cannon, you need to all in him, not all in, but like short trade to him, because if he goes in back to you on you, he gives the CS for it. But you need to be fighting like here or here, so those CS don't turn on you, and they actually kill the cannon. If you go too close, they're gonna turn on you.
Yeah.
That's still good though. You put him half health for this. That's very good. Quadra kill. What do you mean? That's good. He doesn't have the thing. Oh, you're winning this. Oof. Oh, you still win this. Yeah, that's great. Okay, what do you do now?
I crashed this. I think I agreed for a play it, like just because I have teleport and he doesn't. But I might just recall. I can't remember why I did.
Okay. Here is what I would have liked you to see. What I would have liked you. What I would have liked to see from you. The plate I don't care. Sure, you can take it. I don't mind. But take the wave.
Right.
He's 13 seconds dead. So you take the plates and then drag the wave outside through here.
So the next wave crashes into the turret.
And
Yeah.
this crashes. Because now he denies you some CS from you, and he doesn't deny as much from him, right?
Yeah.
Now you need to let this crash. You don't want to be holding this. Oh, never mind. What the fuck is this champion? I mean, he doesn't have a wave a lane anymore. Like it's over. You're not letting him. Yeah, that's very nice. Nice ward. So I would have placed the ward like more like here.
So you can see the camp as well. Yeah.
You can see the camp, but
case
that's
the
good
jungler's
because
there.
you see if he's trying to like dodge you,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, I would still prefer a ward that still looks at the camp. Like this ward does only one thing. That's good. That's pretty good. But you can maximize it and make it do two things. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. Yep. You need to reset. I would have probably went for the wave, but you're right not to do it. Good job. Okay, at this point, what do you do? What do you want to do ideally? Do you want to go bot? Do you want to go mid? Do you want to stay top?
I was thinking about like continuing to try progress top. I think.
Okay.
I can't actually remember what I did though.
Okay. I don't care that you
Usually,
remember or not. I want to understand. Like, I want you
usually
to
like
tell
when I'm
me
in this,
what is the best.
usually when I'm in this position, like I try and like continue progressing through my own lane. If I'm like in that got this much of a lead, I generally want to try and like get that T2 turret, like, and then that's just like absolutely massive for the game.
Okay. I think you're right. Now, I think you're right, but you made a pretty big mistake. Where is the pink ward?
Not in my inventory,
Why?
because I wanted a ruby crystal instead.
Because what?
Because I wanted the ruby crystal instead, I guess.
Why?
I don't know.
I know why. Because you want to lose the game.
Right, okay.
Because, okay, let's see. What's the win condition of your game right now? Like, how do you storm the game?
Um, we kill Viego. No? Like,
Mm,
once every, like, shut down the Viego, and I'm able to keep progressing, like, my lead, then the game's just over there, no?
okay, different question then. How do you prevent them from snowballing?
By not dying.
Okay, how do you not die?
By not getting ganked by Viego.
Okay, and how do you make your team not die to Viego?
By getting pink wards.
Yep. So, what I would have liked to hear is by making Viego come to my lane but not dying.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, so you
Because
put a
then he's
ping
not killing
here.
my team.
Yep, you want to put a ping here, a ward here, and you push like a psycho. And as soon as he comes, you back off. And as soon
Yeah.
as he retreats, you go in again. And you're gonna draw so much attention. Right? You need to be very, very careful though. Your entire like do you know about mental stack? Right?
Mental stack?
Yeah. Mental stack is everything that you need to be thinking on the game. And there is a limit to it. Right? So there is like, let's say that this is the first time you play your champion. This
Alright, it's
is,
like how much brain power you can
yeah,
allocate
exactly.
towards doing a specific thing at one time, yeah.
So if that's the first time you play your champion, this is everything. So that's 100%, right? And that's 0.
Yeah.
This is everything that you need to allocate 80% of your mental stack, almost. If that's the first time you play your champion. But now it's like it's your main, right? That's like
Yeah.
maybe 10%, right? And you have like wave management, 10%. It's like random numbers, right? But trading,
Yeah.
20%. Um, what else there is? There is probably other things. Level up timers, 5%. Anyway, now you have basically this room that you want to know what you want to allocate this, like what do you want to allocate this memory for?
Um, just like various macro concepts, like, no?
Tracking
Like,
the enemy team.
yeah, exactly.
You put 50% of your mental stack, so half your attention needs to be on looking at the map and and checking that you're not getting ganked.
Uh-huh.
And if you do this and don't die, you win the game.
Right.
From the top laner, that's the only way. Because like if they don't help his top laner, you're just gonna dive him on repeat.
Yeah.
So they have to, and they are feeling the pressure from having someone like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone is gonna freak out and try to help. If you don't die from this, they are gonna lose so much time, so much XP, so much resources, and your ally are gonna come back from the game. Okay, is this a good fight? What do you think?
I mean, it's Drake's coming up, right? We don't really get much from this fight, and I'm also dropping a wave. The fight goes good, but like, I think it was just like I was kind of worried because this guy was just like killing my team on repeat, and I wanted to try and like stop the bleeding a bit.
Okay, how do you know if that's a good fight or not?
By looking at the waves and the objective timers, and looking at how many people are nearby.
Okay, how many people are nearby?
Well, there's 4 people on our side of the map, and there's at least one person who's not there on their team. We don't know where the rest of their team is, though.
Well, that's why you need to be paying attention at the even when you're out of base.
Yeah.
And when you're out of base, you should be, oh, there
Yeah,
are
I
two
saw
people
Senna's
bots.
bot. Right.
Oh, this guy is here. She is coming. That's a good fight. Press right click and kill him. There is no stopping. You go up to there if necessary. You don't stop. You don't stop. I want you to go here.
Yeah.
You go here, you push them out, and now you go here, you set up vision, and then you go back to your lane. There is no reason for you to go back. Are you telling me you don't want Vito?
With his Arden, I probably kill him.
I mean, yeah. And there is your team also nearby. Like, there is no way you die from this, so you just continue.
Yep.
So, because, like, if you don't continue and go back to your lane, how do you set up wards?
You have to push in the next wave, but like during that time, there are rewards.
Yep, you need to
You're completely
push.
dark.
You need to push, then wait for someone to answer, then go, then be careful about him not following. Then you can place the wards. Then you need to return catch the wave. That's very long. Now you have a very good timer to do so. So this is possible to ward, but it's more difficult that right now because right now you have one person dead and 4 people with you.
Yeah.
And also there is a very big shutdown. But now that's pretty scary.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I die because of it.
I mean, you're looking like you want to fight. I don't
just
think.
felt like I don't want the fight. I didn't want to fight. It's just I felt like I
What
didn't
do
know
you
how to get out
mean
of that section.
What do you mean you don't want to fight? You don't want to
Like
fight?
Alyssa, no?
No, but what do you mean you
Like
don't want to fight? You're walking forward right now. Like this is your
yeah,
character.
right. Because I was trying to use the minions like to like block his stun if he tries to do it, but because I feel like if I just like run back, then it's just gonna be getting stunned. Yeah. That's what I was thinking at the time. I think.
Okay, but
But yeah,
let's look at it. Let's
it's
look at
bad
it again.
posturing. Yeah, just run a straight line away.
Yeah, that's it. Like this is your win condition. Not die to those guys.
Yeah, and I died to him. Yeah.
And you know what else? What else you can do? What else you can do? So now what you do is instantly go mid.
Mhm.
And what you can do as well is you go like this. And if this ward like spots him finishing the camp, if this guy continues, right?
Yeah.
Your team is here. They can defend him, but this guy needs to go Drake. Right?
Yeah.
That's fine. You still get the Drake. No, never mind. Unfortunate. I think this is kind of on you.
Yeah.
You could have been here. And you TP'd then died again. GG. Right?
Yeah.
Like 2 massive mistakes like this while already being behind. It's pretty much GG. But yeah, the answer, the reason it happened is you died here and you didn't take the time to rotate when your own top laner was like doing stuff. And now that you're TPing, you're late to the fight because this guy died. And then you go
Yeah.
like 1v a lot.
Yeah.
And like Janna specs into a disengage, so you're never gonna engage. You failed your Q, but realistically it doesn't matter, you would have still died. You try to save the play, but there is no play to save, and then you die. Well, before you were ahead, now you're behind. It's still not lost, but it's very, very much harder than it needs to be. Okay, so where are you? You're here, mid. Okay. This guy needs to get out of bot lane. He has nothing to do bot lane. So either you kick him out of bot lane, or you go top. But you're not mid. Okay, you go mid. You go top, I mean. You still don't have a pink ward, by the way.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Did you flash? Why did you flash? I'm pretty sure you didn't need to. Did you?
I don't know, like, did she not got like sweaties? Like, it's probably hard to catch, like I said, or she doesn't even have tier 2 boots.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just in my experience, whenever I try to catch a Senna, she's like,
No, but
like
I mean, like,
Bolt.
are you not in range right now?
No.
Ah, okay. Then at least I would try to dodge, and if it doesn't work, you just flash.
Yeah.
Right? And then if you flash, don't Q. Because now what if she flashes? Right?
Yeah.
You're very lucky that she just didn't flash. Because if she flashes right now, you're not killing
She's
her.
alive. Yep.
Yeah, she's greeting. I don't know what she was expecting. Like that your Q was like 10,000 cooldown. Okay, now this is the time where no one is on the map. You need to back off. And back off, not here. But wait, now you see he's here, but... Go back top. You have nothing to do mid. You have a wave to catch and this guy to kill. You took a pink, 1 CS, and you gave a wave in the tower.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot coin flip moves like this. The issue here is you're going here, but there is no objective, there is no reason for the enemy to fight you. As soon as this guy misses whatever he was trying to do,
I should just be going top.
yeah, that's it. Like there is nothing that's gonna happen here. Because except if you think that the enemy are stupid, which that's a fair assumption, they should be still respecting that you're not top. But it's very different if them respecting that you're not top because you recalled, or them respecting that you're top because you're going behind them. Because now they're just gonna walk. You're just gonna walk to them, and they're like, "Oh, there is someone here. I'm gonna back off." But if you go like this, where do you back off from here? Like, do you go back off like this? Yeah, but maybe someone is here, like, right?
Yeah.
So it's very different when you're coming from behind or when you're going from the lane. You don't have a champion that has a ton of reach. You're not Cyan. So plays like this tend to not work, and so you're just losing your time. And you're strong in side lane, so play in side lane. You still don't have a pink, and this time you don't have a Ruby crystal. Oh, where are you going? Why?
I saw them collapse and Sandra and wanted to help.
Why do you help?
I don't know. Because
Does
I'm
it-
just it, I guess.
Does it matter that she dies? She already died 6 times. Okay, just so you see what I mean. I'm like, 80% sure that she's gonna die. Oh, never mind, she recalled. I wanted her to die, so you see what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Because even if you help your teammate, they're just gonna suicide for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
However, question now. I want you. Okay, just before UTP. Okay. When you're not fighting, when you're not doing anything, the first question you need to ask yourself is, what's the next objective? When you're going out of base, what? So 2 questions you need to ask yourself. What's the next objective?
So it's Drake and Anakin are both spawning.
Yeah. So Drake at again, right? Can you fight?
Probably not, no.
So why are you looking to fight?
I don't know.
To me, it's just autopiloting, right? You see, like, oh, there is someone, there is a fight, I want to be there because it's fun fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but realistically, what you should be thinking is, I'm the only one, the only person strong. I'm not strong enough to 1v5 team fight, so I want to be avoiding team fights. What's the next objective? Oh, that's Dragon and Adakan, so I need to trade.
Right.
So right now, you're at a very good position. If you were pushing right now and we be keeping pushing, let's see. That's 2 towers right now that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Do you care that they get Drake? Do you care that they get Atakan?
Probably don't care that they get Drake, but I think it was a bit more sketch about the Anakin.
Okay, so you want to be defending. Okay, let's see. Is your presence changing the fact that they're getting Atakan or not? Okay, that's opportunistic, but that's not bad. Okay, so this would have not changed anything. You didn't do anything, so you would have stalled Atakan regardless of your presence or not. Good for you.
Yeah. Won the coin flip, I guess.
Yeah, good for you. You won the coin flip. In another game, like in a different world, they don't fight. They don't go Atakan, and they fight you because you're mid. So they decide to go on you or go on whoever is showing. I guess they couldn't. Yeah, I mean, this was very lucky. Like, the only reason this worked is because the guy got chunked and had to recall here. Who was it?
I think Viego was like really low, no?
No, it was
So that may
Olaf.
have been after the fight.
It was Olaf. If
Alright.
Olaf didn't get chanked here, you would have not done this. I mean, that would have not worked. Because they would have the damage for it again. So he would have not been able to steal. He would have maybe tried, and then it would have been turned. Olaf would have been here. That's a 2v4 right now. And you guys are late to the fights, and you're getting collapsed. That's a 5v... It's a 4v4, but they are hard winning.
Yeah.
So you won the coin flip, but realistically, they played extremely poorly. But again, good for you. You're back in the game. But again, like that would have gone on you more gold, right? You would have taken the, like, it's so long. You would have get the inhib. Or you walk to there with 2k gold on you.
Yeah, that's just like really bad.
Yeah, that's crazy macro. Like, you're literally spending more time reaching top lane than just recalling because you have like home guard.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like, you doing this is just like, no, I want to be slow. and then you fight with 2,000 gold on your inventory. I really hope you don't do this 1v1. I mean, this guy is useless. Yep. That would have been a very different fight with 2k more.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, Yeah, to be honest, like, it would have still been difficult. Regardless, like, I don't want to see this. Right? You have 2k gold in your inventory, I don't want to see you try to fight someone.
Right.
Did you... Okay, no, different question. Did you know that you were, like, 2k gold behind? Like, you had 2k on your inventory?
I don't think so.
Okay, then I don't like
I
it.
may have.
If you
Uh,
told me that I knew, but I know that I still win despite being 2k gold behind, then that's fine. But I want you to be conscious about this,
yeah.
right? And then you need to be careful. Like, if still you killed someone, but you're still like 2k gold on your inventory, you still don't want to be looking to fight. But your body language shows that you want to be fighting, right?
Yeah.
And same thing, like, you're playing on the side of the objective. Next objective is Baron. What are you doing topside? Why is she pressuring the tier 2 and not you? Okay. Oh my god, you bought a pink. Let's fucking go. Oof, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's 1v4, by the way. You're going for it. Okay. I mean, you had no reason to fight this. I mean, at this moment, if you say this, just run.
Yeah.
But like, moreover, like, they are... If you say like this... If you say this, like, ease bot side, you know it. Because you should be watching your map. So there are like 3 or 4 bot side. One person is dead. There is no reason for you to walk bot side, like, your team is top side.
Hmm. So you would just give the Tito.
I mean, it's not about giving or not giving, it's about can you
It's
defend
like
it.
I can't defend it. Yeah.
You need to play plays that are playable.
Yeah.
You can't just go bot because you're like, oh, but tier 2 is valuable. Yes, tier 2 is valuable, you're right. But so what's your point? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And
And like it
then
would push
you...
your like.
Yeah, and then you go back. You're still like 2v4, right? Is this a good fight?
I think so. Olaf spot, no?
Are you asking me?
I mean, I thought it was a good fight. Yeah.
Don't you think it's a good fight?
Yeah.
You think it's a good fight?
Thought so. Yeah.
No, there is no I think so. Is this a good fight or not?
No.
Why not?
Because they have so much gold lead.
But you said
And
Olaf is bot side.
yeah.
So is it a good fight or not?
No. Like
Why
well.
why not?
Because I think they still won it regardless, even though it was numbers advantage.
So you think you can't win this fight for 4v5?
I thought I could at the time, but like I don't. After reviewing it, no.
Why not?
I think Viego just like kills everyone. No.
Why are you asking me?
Because I'm unsure. Like
Why are you unsure?
I don't know.
That's the point I'm trying to make right now. The more question I ask, the more you're doubting yourself. Because at the beginning you said, yes, I think. And I was like, are you sure? And I was like, no. I'm not
Okay.
asking how you're feeling. I'm asking you about, logically, is this a good fight? What makes a good fight?
Having more people and having more like Spikes hat.
No, having more people. If
Yeah.
you cannot win this fight as 4v5, you FF.
Right.
So this fight, this is a 4v5, this is a good fight. What I would have liked to hear is, I'm asking, is this a good fight? I want to hear, yes.
Okay.
And if I asking, are you sure? You're like, yes, he's bot side, this is a good fight. I don't want you to be unsure of yourself. You know how to count. This is 4, this is 5. You don't even have to count to 4, you have to count to 1.
Yeah.
You see this guy, you press right click. This is as simple as this. You still check if he has TP or not. But if he doesn't have TP, you just press right click, and if it doesn't go well, then you FF because you're not winning 4v5. You're never gonna win the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's as simple as this. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just trying to see if what you're saying is based on, I think it's a good fight, but I don't know why, or you know that it's a good fight, right?
Yeah.
Now, it was a good fight. Now, why did it not go well? This is why it didn't go well. Where are you going? Where are you going?
I don't know. I was trying to get a ward in the pit, I guess.
Why?
But
Why do you want a ward in the pit? You're going on the pit.
okay.
You're 4v5, so there is no, I'm trying to see. No, you just kill them.
Yeah.
Right? And you don't go on Janna because Janna is gonna disengage. But you go on this guy.
Yeah.
And you just like, you go on him and you kite towards your team and you keep going. Yep, that's great. That's not great though. The guy goes back. You want to play with your team because that, again, number advantage is why you win the fight.
Yeah.
Right? So you need to stay on the maneuver advantage. Okay. This guy backs off. This guy is 1v3.
Oh, yeah.
So now you walk to this guy. And if Nami has a brain, she R's and she's dead. Number advantage. Don't get too caught up on you're trying to 1v3. You're not trying to 1v3. That's not your job. You flashing here tells me that you're pressured and stressed and that you think that the only way of winning this game is you 1v3. Am I right?
Yeah.
Now, logically speaking, are you killing this guy?
No.
So why did you flash?
I don't know. It was a bad flash.
Yeah, but I'm not... Okay, so that's good. But I don't want to hear that's a bad flash. Or I'm shit or whatever, right? I want to hear, yeah, you're right, I should have gone here.
Yeah.
Or maybe I could have gone on this guy. Or, right, I don't want you to put yourself down. That's not what it's about. It's about trying to find what is the best play, right?
Yeah.
So now that's good. That's 3v3. It's not ideal, but it's pretty good. Now this guy will get one shot. You need to regroup. But let's look at it. You're not a tank, so that makes it a bit hard, but... Now, new question. Same question. How do you win the fight?
Kill Vieg.
Why is this a good fight?
Because Syndra's coming.
Why is it a good fight if Syndra comes?
Because you have numbers.
Okay, so keep numbers.
Yeah.
If he goes on you, you help. Right? You should be with them. Right now, you're not in a number advantage. You shouldn't be trying to fight.
Mm-hmm.
You already have your kill. There is no point fighting this. You have the Baron right now. All the skills that you get is just a plus. But it is a risk as well, right?
Yeah.
So let's look again. You flash, which I think is a bad flash, but you did the flash, so let's see. Okay, he goes back. This guy is dead. So you should like you play with your team. Okay, that's great. Are you aware of this?
I didn't notice it when it was happening. No.
Yeah, that's not surprising because you were like fully focused on this. But this is 3v3. Are you winning even number fights?
No.
So why are you trying to go in 1v3? 3v3?
I think it was like you said. I just felt pressured.
What I think happens in your brain is Olaf is bot. That is 4v5. Oh, that is 4v5. This is a good fight. Then you go. Do I continue? Yes, this is a good fight. And then everyone dies. Do I continue? Yes, this is a good fight. You only remember this is a good fight. You don't remember why this is a good fight.
Yeah.
Right? So you need to be constantly thinking about when you're fighting, you need to be taking your head out of the fight. You're not trying to outplay anyone here. You don't have to have your focus on this fight. What I mean is, if you have your focus on everything that is happening, this is what you should see. Oh, I lost one guy. This is like 4v4. Well, that's not the 5v4 that I thought. But this guy is kind of out because he doesn't have his ultimate anymore. So maybe this is still doable. But I need to play safe. I need to play with my team. Okay, this guy is here. What the fuck is he doing? I go on him. Never advantage. This is how you win this fight. By constantly thinking and reminding yourself what is the win condition. Because if at the moment where you start thinking about your mechanics, you stop thinking about the macro. But if you think about the macro and you see this, you don't have to think.
It's just a free kill.
It's just a free kill, so you just flash. There is no thinking involved. Because even, like, let's say, even if you flash and he has flash, you just, like, put, like, 70% HP on this guy. It doesn't matter if he flashes or not. He is out of the fight. And now, what happens if this guy is out of the fight?
It means they've got one less person to fight and the fight's better.
Yeah, and then that's 3v4 and then you're still winning. Right?
Yeah.
So, we don't care about Viego. Yes, I understand that Viego is scary and that he has 19 kills. But Viego is just Viego that gets one shot if you CC with him once. Right?
Yeah.
But this flash tells you you're winning 2v1. Because you're flashing away from your team. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you have a clear idea of how you could have played this fight differently?
Yeah, I could have either went on the Vector or the Senna.
Yep.
And so like at a moment like when I like put my E, I either just flash on like the Vector or
Okay.
I just like
But there is one thing I would have preferred to hear is yes by staying with my team.
Yeah.
Because that's not about who you kill. It's about who you stay with.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter if this is Janna. It doesn't matter if this is Viego. This is about who you kill.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we were in GDE? There is a very big fight that I remember very well. Is we were like all here, and we were getting collapsed by all angles. Do you remember this fight or not? And I was saying we need to choose a pick. We need to choose a side. That's the same concept.
And GDE.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you were not in GDE. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I wasn't in GDE.
Then I'm gonna explain. So we were here trying to get the dragon, and there were like 3 people here, 1 person here, and 1 person here. And I was like, we need to pick a fight, because here is the idea: if we all go as 5 here, this is a 5v1. Realistically, this is a 5v1 for like 1 second. But this is
But
still a
that's enough
1v5.
to like kill them.
Yeah. And now when this guy dies, the fight is over already. Like maybe they can turn and make a very big combo, right? But I see like way more chance than taking the fight 5v5.
Yeah.
That's the same concept here. You want to choose the fight, right? At this, so this is the reason why this movement is so bad. You want to stay with your team and be ready to do anything that happens in your team. This guy got out of what he like. He didn't get punished from what he did because you went here. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like those guys could have done something better, but this is like you're still like you're the only one that can change your outcome, right? So you want to be focusing on what you could have been doing better, even if your teammates are inting. Regardless, I think the game is lost after this fight.
Yeah.
At least it should be. And to be honest, I don't think it's a good idea to keep going, but let's just look at this fight. Is this a good fight?
If we can kill anyone before Sen, I guess, Sarah? Wait. Yeah, if we can kill someone before Senna, I guess, Sarah, yeah.
Yeah. But is this a good position? Okay, so this is bad. Now, why do you go here?
I was just trying to get back to my teammate when I got collapsed on.
Your teammates are here. This
Yeah.
is just a random guy. Your teammates are here. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So how I would have liked to see this fight. If first of all, how the fuck did you not see them? Wow, crazy. Okay. As soon as you see this, and you know that their teammates are here, so as soon as you see this, you press E and look at your minimap, and as soon as you see someone that is close, you just go to him, right? So you press E, and then you go down.
Yeah.
And then this is a 1v2. This is a 3, okay, no, a 3v3, because this guy is kinda here. But as soon as you do this, now this is a 3v2. This is a bad fight.
Yeah.
Now this is a good fight. Do you see how it changes every second?
Yeah.
So you cannot just, again, right here, you cannot just say this is a good fight and then keep going till the eternity, right?
Yeah.
You need to keep updating yourself. Is this a good fight? Is this a good fight? Is this a good fight? Right? Now this is a very good fight. Because now your team is here. Now this is a bad fight. Because now you're not with your team anymore, and this guy is with like this is a 2v2. You're not winning 2v2s. Because you're behind.
If I just like turn and I go on the target so my teammates are going on, like we can just like get at least 2 kills.
Yes.
Instead I turn on the Vigo.
This is like you're very lucky that you're playing top laner. Because if I was doing this as mid laner, I would be instantly one shot. Right?
Yeah.
And you're, oh my god. And oh my god, your team is clutching. The only reason it went well is because Nami touched a two-man bubble, and then he killed someone and decided to take the soul instead of just backing off. Right, there is like kinda no reason for him to keep going. If I select him, I guess he doesn't have the mist. Oh no, he is in the mist. This is a bad fight. Do you see what I mean? Like you guys are not here. This is a bad fight. So this guy will get one shot. I guess he's kind of forced to take the soul. Yeah. Good job. And then that's a good fight because that's a 3v, like a 3v4 because this guy just died, right? And then this is a 2v4, so you're 100% winning. And then that's a good fight because everyone is dead. That's a good fight. Oh well. Maybe that's not a good fight because... So now there is another now there is another thing that you need to take into consideration, not only is this a good fight or not, is top laners make so mid laners are useless. Because the mid laner is basically a one-shot bot. But top laners are never one-shottable, which means that you basically never wins as a mid laner. And she also face tank him. That's unfortunate. But I'm still happy that they tried, right? Because that's still a 2v4. But it could have been played way better. And now, is this a good fight?
No.
Why?
Because there's more people there.
Yes. The answer that you can give me now is because I know how to count. Is this a good fight?
No.
Why?
There's more people there.
Yep. Where are you going? Is this a good fight?
No.
Why?
Because the Nami's alone and their whole team's there.
Yeah, that's all. The entire game was the exact same thing.
I think one thing in which you said it's not enough just to like realize that someone's on the other side of the map they have to fight, but also like can like in specific instances like people do anything in a fight like is also something that you have to take into consideration, which is I haven't really been thinking about that too much.
Yes, that's true. Like I simplified the concept very much because like the concept of just counting people is just enough to get you to master. But realistically, that's a bit more complicated like this. So when you need to consider a fight, here is what you're going to consider. So I'm gonna go here so I can write. So one, number, and that gives you basically a +1 for each member there you have more.
Mm-hmm.
Now ultimates. Ult. Oh my god. Number. Ult for ult reliant champions. For example, you're kinda ult reliant. He's kinda ult reliant. This guy is kinda not ult reliant. She is. And she is. Right? And the enemy team. This guy is ult reliant. This guy not really. This guy yes. Him not really. Her yes. Right?
Yeah.
So ults. HP. Positioning. So like do you like vision advantage? Do you face check? So how you can see it like in a very simplistic way is number, every person that you have more is +1. Every person that you have one ult more is +1. If you have one person that has more HP, +1. If you need to face check, -1. If you have more than +1, if you have more than one, you win. If you don't, you lose. Okay? Mm-hmm. So let's say that you have like a 4v3 coming up, okay? And you're in a bush. So let's count. You are 4, they are 3. So you have 1. They are face checking you. So you have 2. So you win. No, sorry. I'm saying shit. You're 3 and they are 4. So, but they are face checking you, right? So it's 0. So it's 50-50. but they have one person more, but it's 50-50, right?
Yeah.
Because you're because they're face checking you. Like, this is a very simplistic way. Because, like, okay, now let's, if you want to complicate it even more, okay, let's say that you have Victor, you have yeah, that's pretty good. So you have like Victor, Huya support, Jax, Amumu, and MF. Now that's very different because you all have like a lot of insane like AoE.
Yeah.
So that's a bit more complicated than this. But realistically, in solo queue, it's usually even. So there is a bit of strength here and there. But if you follow those principles, you're gonna be right like 90% of the times. So yes, in 10% of games, you're gonna int by following this. But that beats the hell out of 0. I mean, by 50-50, right? Like,
Yeah.
like 90% beats the hell out of 50%. So even if this model is simplistic and has flaws, it's still okay because that makes you win 90% of games. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a summary. Number 1. Please buy pinks. Okay?
Yep.
Especially when you're in winning position and your goal is to not die and make people come to you. But actually I want to do something else. Identify win conditions. Okay? And if your win condition is to make someone come to you, then you buy pinks. Right?
Yep.
So that's just like, this should be from there. If you identify that the win condition is you splitting and not dying, then you instance it by, okay, I need to buy pinks, I need to allocate my mental memory to track the enemy team, I need to be careful not to be low on health, I need to be like taking camps and being annoying, right? All those things. But that's identify your win condition. Okay?
Yeah.
The second thing is learn to count to 1, let to 5, and be confident that you know to count. Okay?
Yeah.
Next thing is constantly count in fights. Now, I'm saying it in a funny way, right? By using the term count. So that's a bit more complicated than this. But
Yeah.
realistically, what it means is you want to be constantly identify your win condition of the fight and then play towards it. So let's say that you play Olaf and your win condition is just to go in and 1v5. Fine, do this. But more usually it's not going to be this. Usually you want to play with your team. But sometimes the win condition is just, so can I like remove this?
Yeah, sure. I'm writing it
Okay.
down.
Now, let's say that you have 14 and 0 ADC and you're 0 and 5. What's your win condition?
Keep the ADC alive and let them play the game.
How do you do this?
You peel for them and you front for them and
How do you,
yeah.
I want to hear a specific word. So how do you do this? Try again. So that's right, but
Uh,
there is a specific term and a specific thing that you need to do. How do you protect them?
I'm not sure what the word is. You're one.
That's fine. Try to tell me, how do you protect someone?
You want to like tank spells for them, like to get you. Well, if they're using spells, you want to make sure they're hitting you and not your carry. You want to make sure that there's no one in range that can jump on top of them, and you
Exactly.
want to make
You want to
yeah,
give space.
right,
That's what I wanted to hear, but that's fine what you said. You want to give space. So very simplistically, this is your team. This is their team. You're going into each other. What's gonna happen is their front line is gonna go. Your front line is gonna go. So that's you and that's him. Your job is to take as less damage as you can, but keep preventing them to go to him. Because you have the guy that is 14-0, so as long as this guy is alive, you win.
yeah,
That's not even about number advantage anymore. That's about you stay keeping this guy alive.
yeah,
Okay? So in this situation where the ADC is 14-0 and stomping everyone, the safest play is basically ARAM mid and don't leave mid. Because if you're trying to split, you're dying to air, and that's very difficult. So you prefer flipping a fight than to hope that they're gonna respect you having the time to pressure and then doing the macro, right?
yeah,
But if that's on you to do the macro, because that's the one that is stronger, then you can do the thing. Because like if this is the opposite, the guy that is 0-5, if he dies, it doesn't matter. But realistically, when you have an IDC that is 0-14, your win condition is not to avoid fights, is to keep this guy alive no matter what. So if this guy decides to fight, you fight with him.
yeah,
Because you cannot prevent him to fight. When you're in a team, you can tell him, wait for me to pressure, and then you pressure, and then you rotate and stuff. But realistically, you can't, right? So you need to protect him. You give farm, you're useless, you're just like, you're his bitch. Right?
yeah.
And you give space. That's your job. Now let's do another one. Let's say you have a Nocturne that is 14-0 and you're like 0-5. What's the win condition?
Finna catch.
Yeah. How do you do this?
You be their dive buddy. No.
Well, yes, but also you go inside lane and you make someone answer to you. So that's the basic macro then. If the Nocturne is on your side, you just make someone answer to you and then you kill him because Nocturne is on your side. And if he's not on your side, you play weak side and you concede. So what you do is just go group mid, and then when you have to catch the wave. So let's say like you have like the mid lane, the top lane right now with the tower here. If the lane is here, you go mid. You have nothing to do top. You have to do something top when the wave is here because you're weak.
Yeah.
You want to play with your team here, right? Because someone is gonna be pushing here. If they are 5 and they are 5, but you're going to push top, they are gonna engage on your team.
Yeah.
But they are gonna fight. So you need to be here, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't pressure because you're so weak. But as soon as you're not weak, even so now, let's say the example, you have a 14-0 ADC, but you're 0-0 or 3-0. Now what do you do? What's your job?
You would try and create pressure?
You have two things that you can do. You pressure because you can, and you keep him alive if you can. But it doesn't matter. Either one is good.
Okay.
Right? If you're behind, you're not a champion anymore, so you're the bitch of everyone else. But if you're ahead and you're strong, then you put pressure and try to make things happen. Because realistically, if you're weak and you go inside lane, the enemy is gonna just go on you and you're gonna die instantly.
Yeah.
But realistically, if you're very behind, you need to coin flip because you're behind.
Yeah.
The only time when you need to not coin flip is when you're ahead and you need to keep your lead. Because realistically, when you have your lead, how do you keep your lead? By
You
not
take more
falling.
risk twice.
Yeah, by not falling on their coin flip. Because they are losing, so they have to coin flip. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna push the wave, and they're waiting to a bush to see if you're gonna rotate to help your team, and you're gonna die by rotating by not being careful of waiting someone that gets the wave, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But if you're very behind, you're not able to do this. They are not gonna wait. They're just gonna go on you. So you
Yeah.
cannot wait for someone to react on you. So yes, you could like theoretically try to pressure just enough and then back off as soon as someone comes without dying, but that's very difficult to do. So realistic way to do is like you collect the wave and then push like midway through, and then you lose like the wave that is slow pushing here, and then you group because you cannot push more because you're
Yeah.
vulnerable. But it's still the same concept. You're trying to make someone answer, but you can't do more than this safely. But the goal is the same. So you go mid, you hover your ADC, and you're here in case there is a 5v5. But as soon as someone shows stop, you instantly go in. That's the same concept. Okay?
Yep.
Right. Do you have any question?
Nope.
Okay. So if you have any question, just message me.
Yep, no problem.
And if you have like, for example, let's say that you have a fight that went bad, or a time when you were like caught or something. So I want you to focus on those 2 points, right? In fight, you're careful about your teammates and staying with your team, and not diving 1v3, 1v4, 4 or 5 or whatever. And your second thing is try to pressure inside lane. Okay? So on your 3 next weeks, I want you to focus on this. Okay?
Right.
And I don't want you in one week, I don't want you to feel, oh, I'm getting pretty good at this, I want to work on something else. No. If you're getting good at this, great. Now get perfect at this. Okay?
Yeah.
So when you feel like you start being good at the concept, don't stop here. You want to, so you're let's say that right now you're bad at the concept, even though I'm not saying that you are, right? It's just an image.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that you're bad at the concept. Now you can be average, you can be good, then you can be very good, and then you can be perfect. You want to be here.
Yeah.
This is not enough. Because what's gonna happen if you do this is, now that you're good, and you're gonna work on something else, and then you're gonna go back on the
You're gonna get
baseline
worse at it.
as average,
Yeah.
because you're not focusing on it anymore. So if you're perfect, you're gonna go back to good or very good, and if you're very good, you're gonna go back to good. Right?
Yeah.
So when you work on a skill, let's say you have like 100 points on the skill. If you have like the baseline, so that's the skill, which is like 100 and 0, right? If you are at 0, you can push it as more as 100, but realistically you're never going to push at 100 because even pro players are not at 100. They always can get better. But the difference between a pro player and you is that all their skill is at a baseline of 75, and your baseline is at 25. So this is the step that they don't need to think about to perform. So you want to create the habit so you don't have to think about it but still do it. Do you see what I mean?
Yep.
And all of this comes from identify your winning condition. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to write it again because I feel like it's pretty messy. 1, win condition. Okay? That's the most important step. Because if you don't identify your win condition, the other steps don't work. Okay? Then, if you identify your win condition, you need to play towards it. And then you need to execute your fights. Execute fights in relation to your win condition. And you want to pressure in side lane towards your win condition. But everything is about win condition. So in the 3 next week, I want you to be very careful about knowing your win condition and then execute the fights and pressure the sides for your win condition. Does that make
Okay.
sense? Is it very clear?
Yeah.
Do you know exactly what you need to be focused on?
Yeah.
Do you know exactly what you need to do? If, for example, you do a game and you're not sure if you did good, do you know exactly what you need to be reviewing?
Yeah.
Great. Now, if you do a game and you're not sure or you're not good, you think you didn't do good, I want you to review every time. And if you're tilted and you don't feel like it, you wait 5 minutes and then review. But you review regardless. Okay?
Okay.
So when you review, 3 to 5 minutes max. Okay? Not more. I don't want I don't want you to do a 45 minutes review. You go 3 to 5 minutes, you go at 5 or 15 minutes, and then you go to side lane, you look at you look at it. Am I dying in side lane? If yes, why? Did I not buy a pink? Buy a pink. And if you didn't die in side lane, did I manage to pressure? And if you did pressure, did they answer? And if they did answer, did you rotate? And if you did rotate, did you get something in return? And if you didn't, why? Maybe you could have done something better. And if you didn't, did I go back to pressuring? Right? You need to constantly trying to improve this. And when you feed your stock, now you look at challenger replays on how they're doing it.
Okay.
Okay, so first step is learn the concept. Right now you're at step 0 of understanding the concept. Now you need to learn. So ideally you want to like look at the video on side laning and pressuring, except if you already have the knowledge. So maybe you're like past the step 1. The step 2 is try to execute. So execute, right? So you try to execute it and try to do things and failing at it. And the third thing is review. Review. And this is like you do this like times 100. And 4 is refining. And refining goes through watching challenger replays. Is that clear?
Yep.
Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, that's great. Good luck in your games. And yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sure. Bye bye.
See you later.
See you.